Okay, we have those two. Okay. There we go. Wait, or does this side look better? It's like the same thing. It's literally the same exact thing. I guess probably over here would look a little bit better. Look a little more clean. What's going on, everyone? How's everyone's day going so far? And what is everybody's scent of the day? I was just doing a live a couple minutes ago, and it was being weird. It was being laggy. I think maybe it was because I was on my floor, or no, I wasn't on my floor, but my phone stand was on my floor, a little more over left than it would normally be a little more closer to my wall. That's why I think it was being laggy. I moved it up here. We're just gonna hope it's not gonna be laggy anymore. King, what's going on? But how's everyone's day going? And what is everybody's scent of the day? My scent of the day today is Calvin Klein's Eternity Air. This is a good woodsy, peppery fragrance. I get some pineapple in here as well. Good fragrance. I think if you see it out at your rack stores, yeah, you can get it. Although I don't feel like it's something that you should be, like on the hunt for online trying to find it. It's a good fragrance, but it's nothing insanely crazy. Just see what's going on. King, Club Nuit. I know we were just talking about that one on my last stream. King said, he enjoys it more of a man's DNA, that Aventus DNA, which I agree. It's better for, the more mature crowd. Azzaro Most Wanted Parfum, that's a good fragrance. That was my, I want to say my second one I ever owned, because I owned Stronger With You EDT first, and then I bought Azzaro Most Wanted Parfum. So my brother owned that one, and I love that one. A quick recap. We had Burberry London going up against Lattafa Vintage Radio. Burberry London ended up winning. And then we had Rasasi Hawass going up against Katlash Shiaka Blue. And Rasasi Hawass ended up winning. So we already have a round done in these fragrance battles. 16 fragrances total is what we were doing. But of course, we already have 2 knocked out. So yeah, we are just going to be picking it up right now. You guys have already been voting on this one. Acqua di Gio Profondo or Prada's Luna Rosa. Prada Luna Rosa, this is a good year-round fragrance for sure. My girlfriend really enjoys this one on me. That's what I want to say first. Very clean fragrance. It's kind of woodsy. It's citrusy. There's some ambroxan. There's some mint. Very, very clean fragrance. I put, again, I know I don't have like the biggest dents in my fragrance collection. This is one I kind of forget about. But as you guys can see, I have a decent tiny little dent in there, not a really crazy dent. Aqua di Gio Profondo. This one I have, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. Yep, you'll be able to see it. I have a much more bigger dent in this one. But very good fragrance. It's woodsy, it's very fresh, citrusy, aromatic. There's also a lot of aquatic notes. You know, you get sea notes, you get aquazone. Both of these are phenomenal signature fragrances. Throw on 5 sprays of each of them. You'll get compliments. You'll have people, you know, I just said you'll get compliments. You'll have people telling you you'll smell good. These two fragrances appeal to girls as well. Both of these are phenomenal fragrances for sure. Omar, what's going on? Joshua, welcome back. Myself got a huge dent. I'll show my bottle of myself. I think, well, have I shown my bottle of myself, King? Are you saying your myself has a huge dent or mine does? Y'all, please double tap the screen and drop a sub if you guys have not already. And you know, if you enjoy fragrance content, I post every single day, multiple times a day. So yeah, there's that. Please drop a sub. Please drop a like. Mine's, yeah, here, King. I'll show you mine. I don't know what size you have. I have the 2 ounce, and yeah, I don't know. You can see it's right there where the dent is. So what? A quarter of that? A quarter of this fragrance is already gone. Which, you know, I mean, I am a little sad about, because if you know me, I love Why I Saw Myself. Yeah, King, you got a 2 ounce as well. So does yours have less than mine, or does yours have more than mine, King? Aqua di Gio Profondo, 64% to 36%. Myself is too light and flowery to my nose. To me, I mean, Why I Saw Myself, it's a beautiful creation. I love it. It's one of my signature scents. Now, my brother ended up getting this one. At first, he was going to get Dior Sauvage, and he went to my local Dillard's, and the guy was like, you don't really strike me as someone who would wear Sauvage. Try this one. It's a new release. So my brother tried this one, loved it. He got it. He rocked this one. I filmed a couple reviews. I don't think I ever wore it, but like I know I had tested it on my skin. I had filmed a couple reviews, and yeah, it's a very, very good fragrance. I ended up getting this one for myself. Amazon was having a good sale. Now this one is shipped and sold by Amazon, so it's not a fake bottle. I wouldn't have bought it if it was sold by like some random Middle Eastern company, you know, for on sale. $68 for the 2 ounce, shipped and sold by Amazon, which is a little bit less, like $5, maybe $10 less than what you'd pay normally. But then I also got free shipping as well. So one of my best like deals I think I've ever gotten, to be honest. Mine's a little over halfway empty. I mean, I could I could for sure see somebody running through this. I mean, I'm running through my bottle as well. I'm gonna be sad when I have to get another bottle of this, but when I do, I think I'm just gonna get a big 3.4 ounce, or if they have a 200 ml at that point, I might get a 200 ml, because I love this one. Never tried it, but myself's notes look dry. So Omar, I mean, I would say definitely try it. Now, if you're looking for a fragrance that's gonna be revolutionary, this is not the fragrance. Like at its base, it's still just a citrusy, ambroxany fragrance. Has a clean laundry sort of vibe. So I would say try it. I mean, I think it's really good. And even though you might not think it's, you know, crazy and it doesn't stand out, it could still become like a really good, just everyday fragrance for you. Oh yeah, King, that's true. They do have that 5 ounce, and that 5 ounce refill kit's only like what, 120 or something like that, which is crazy. Oh my God, what is on my tongue? Oh, that was gross. But yeah, I totally forgot that this one is, this bottle is refillable. So thank you for reminding me, King. Yeah, it's a really good reminder. Have you tried one of Mancera's More Cafe clones? I have not tried a More Cafe clone. I have a little sample of a More Cafe. King Fragrance will tell you Latafa Kamerkawa smells just like a More Cafe. I don't think it really smells like a More Cafe. I mean, I can sense a decent amount of differences. So, I mean, some people say there are some similarities between those two fragrances. I don't know. I've never really seen a lot of a More Cafe clones, though. The last time I checked around that price, yeah, that's what I thought, because it's like 120 on Joma Shop, and then that means since it's over 100, you'd also get you get free shipping. More Cafe and Kamerkawa the same shit. See, I get a lot of differences because I get that amaretto. I get that ice cream note versus, like a vanilla note. Like I get a decent amount of differences between those two fragrances. Coming up with the next fragrance battle, we have Game of Spades Wild Card, which is of course cloning Bond Number Nine's Lafayette Street. Going up against Sospiro Vibrato, which is an original fragrance. Game of Spades Wild Card. All right, let's start this one right up here. I love the DNA, but I was mad when you got a more stronger. I mean, I don't know. On my skin, personally, I think Kamarikawa is a little bit stronger than Amore Cafe. I didn't get like insanely good projection or longevity, but I only did like a spray or two on my hand. We have Game of Spades Wild Card from Joe Milano, which is cloning Bond Number Nine's Lafayette Street. This fragrance, very woodsy, flowery, you get some ambergris. It's just a very nice, easy wear, elegant fragrance. This one is strong as well. Parfum concentration, and I do about 3 sprays. And this stuff is pretty potent. One time I did like 4 or 5 sprays, I think, and it was, obviously a little more stronger. But yeah, pretty nice, potent fragrance. You can get great compliments with this one. A good year-round DNA. King has Lafayette Street. So, if you guys have any questions about the real thing, you can ask King. And if you guys have any questions about the clone, you can ask me. But of course, that is going up against Sospiro Vibrato. Sospiro Vibrato is a niche fragrance from Sospiro, obviously. This one, it's kind of a clone of like Bulgari Tiger, Ingenious Ginger, something with that DNA. Very citrusy, like you get primarily grapefruit. Primarily, this is a grapefruit and ginger fragrance. You get grapefruit, ginger, a lot more other citruses. You also get like some clean, I'm not going to say it's a clean soapy vibe, but you definitely get like a nice clean vibe coming from this fragrance. Eau de Parfum concentration, this one lasts a long time. Projects amazingly. I do 2 sprays of this one and it's pretty potent. More power. So King, you think a more lasts longer or just has like more projection, more sillage? But y'all, please make sure to vote on this fragrance battle. Which one do you think you would enjoy more? If you've never smelled either of these, would you prefer more a gingery, fresh, citrusy DNA with Sospiro Vibrato or more of a woodsy, flowery DNA with Game of Spades Wild Card? Make sure to vote up here in the poll. Technically, these are 2 niche fragrances. Now, Wild Card is 100% a clone, where Sospiro Vibrato, yes, I think it's more of like a twist, more of an inspiration. I wouldn't call this one like a dead set clone. But Game of Spades Wild Card, definitely a clone. But of course, I've never tried, like Tiger or Ingenious Ginger, so I can't say how close this is to any of the other ones. With that DNA at least. Is Vulcan Fue worth the hype? I don't know. I've seen it and I would like to try it. I also want to try Vulcan Bay. That one looks really good to me. But yeah, I don't know. Unfortunately, have not tried them, but I would like to try them. Y'all, please make sure to drop a sub and drop a like if you guys have not. Amore lasts all day for me. I mean, I don't know. Like, again, as I said, I just tested it on my skin. I do plan on possibly getting a bottle this winter. I enjoy it. It's a good DNA. And I want to get more niche fragrances. So I think that may be the route I go for my next niche fragrance. But yeah, it really just depends. Lafayette, nice. What do you think of Dylan Blue versus other everyday cheapish options? So I have Dylan Blue right here. I'm not going to say, like compared to every other cheap fragrance known to man, it's like the king of cheap fragrances. But if you just want like a really good kind of synthetic blue and Broxany fragrance, it's one of the better fragrances in that category, in my opinion. If not like the best. I feel like it would get grouped in with like Bleu de Chanel, Sauvage, Acqua di Gio kind of fragrances like that. And that's by far the best like iteration of a blue fragrance to me. M3, what's going on? How is your day going so far? Let's see. We have 4 votes. We need at least something to win. So Spiro Vibrato, Game of Spades Wild Card. We just need one more person to vote. Gingery grapefruit fragrance with Sospiro Vibrato and Game of Spades Wild Card dupe of Bond Number 9's Lafayette Street. We legit just need one more person to vote, and whoever votes decides which one wins between these two. And if no one votes, then I'm just gonna pick the one I want to win. What do you think? Okay, here we go. So Spiro Vibrato won 60% to 40%. Nice. Thank you to whoever pulled off that last vote. Whoa, that is not where that one goes. I've never tried the new Extra Dose. I would like to try it though. Dylan Blue or Eros EDT? Dylan Blue, but I would have Eros Flame over Dylan Blue easily. Good, bro. That's good to hear. I'm glad, you know, glad everything is going good with everybody. Yeah, I'm grateful you all are here. Grateful, you know, you guys choose to spend time here on my YouTube community. Here we have Bad Boy Cobalt. I'm just going to do BB for short. Bad Boy Cobalt. This is just the Eau de Parfum Electrique, or the original one. Going up against, we were just talking about it actually, going up against Dylan Blue. So here's a good matchup. Whoever was talking about Dylan Blue, which is Vermurai, just spoke Dylan Blue into existence with this fragrance battle. We have Christopher. I'll answer your question here in 1 second. Versace's Dylan Blue, Bad Boy Cobalt, Dylan Blue, Grapefruit, Ambroxan, some watery notes, some ambery notes, a lot of fresh notes, and some synthetic notes. This fragrance, a very good year-round fragrance, good longevity, good projection, can get you a lot of good compliments as well. Bad Boy Cobalt, this is a nice, plummy, more of a plummy, sweet-oriented fragrance. You know, you get a lot of that plum. I get some powdery vibes, some woodsy vibes, some nice sweet vibes. And then also with this fragrance, you get a truffle note. I don't get the truffle note. King Fragrance says he gets that truffle note. King, is it like a very gourmandy truffle note or more of an earthy truffle note in here? I don't get a truffle note. You know, fragrances are subjective, person to person. At least I don't really get that truffle note. Or if I do, I just don't really sense it at least. But between these two fragrances, which one would you guys rather have? Versace's Dylan Blue or Bad Boy Cobalt? Make sure to vote right up here. Bad Boy Cobalt, easy win. Yeah, I mean, they're both really good fragrances, and I do think if I could only have one, I would probably go Cobalt, but they're really good. Christopher was asking if this is Mancera's Instant Crush. Yes, this is Mancera's Instant Crush right here. Very good fragrance. I didn't really like that Baccarat Rouge DNA, but I got that fragrance. It's the most masculine iteration of the Baccarat Rouge DNA I've ever tried. Still classy, kind of sweet, saffron-y, spicy. It still definitely does have those traditional Baccarat Rouge-esque notes, and yeah, it is kind of a screechy fragrance, but it smells very good. And from what I've heard, if anything, Instant Crush should be like in its own category, because yes, it does have that kind of standard Baccarat Rouge DNA. It's just a lot more different and has a lot of like twists on it, and it definitely is like, even though it does have the Baccarat Rouge DNA, it's its own fragrance. Like, it's different enough. Cobalt lasts like 3 days on close. I mean, I wouldn't say, well, no, because yeah, for me, this one will last on my clothes. It'll last through washes. On my clothes, like at least one wash. But I feel like most of the fragrances I wear last like a wash on my clothes. I don't really feel like that's like a very impressive thing. I feel like so many people, they're like, this fragrance is so strong, it lasted a whole wash cycle through my clothes. It's like almost, even a weaker fragrance, I can still smell on my clothes. But 3 days on clothes, damn, that is crazy. That's a lot of cologne. Well, John, you know, I've been collecting for a while. I didn't just all get this quick, you know, started with one, built my way up. I appreciate the compliment, but yeah, you know, you could have a collection like this one day. If you're into fragrances, you know, you just start with one, work your way up. Or if you have a collection, you know, you already know what I'm talking about. Earthy truffle, more aquatic. Yeah, interesting. I don't get that truffle at all. Do I have Hawas? If so, what is my favorite? Yes, I have Hawas. This is the original Hawas. Back here, I have Hawas Tropical and Hawas Ice. Which one is my favorite? I mean, I don't know. I've definitely worn the original Hawas the most. I really do like Tropical, and I really do like Ice. Like, they all have very good, distinctive qualities in between them. Um, that's kind of hard, just picking one. I don't know. I mean, the original Hawas and Hawas Ice, they're very versatile. They're sweet. You can get great compliments with them. Hawas Tropical is a very, very good one for the heat as well. If I could only pick one, I would probably go. I think Hawas number one, Hawas Tropical like right there number two. Hawas Ice is good for sure, but and it improves in some places. The original, like it's not as kind of like synthetic spicy. It's a little more clean and has a like a minty vibe. But Ice and the original Hawas, they're still pretty close, even though there are some differences. Instant smell different. Yeah, that's what I've thought. And like I've smelled a decent amount of clones to Baccarat Rouge. I've never smelled Baccarat Rouge, but I've smelled a lot of clones, and I can definitely smell it and be like, yeah, like it has some similarities with the clones, but you know, it has its own twist on it for sure. Aiden, what's going on? Viet, what's going on? I believe I said that right. If not, please make sure to correct me. Here we have Paca Rabanne's 1 million elixir. Come on, let me type. 1 million elixir going up against Paris Corner Tiramisu Speculoos. Speculoos is how you spell it. There we go. So we have, whoa, I just dropped that. Paca Rabanne's 1 million elixir and Paris Corner's Tiramisu Speculoos. 1 million elixir. This is a great fragrance. You get green apple. You get Divana, which is kind of like this like fir, which is like a woodsy note. You get I just said that, the Divana. You do get vanilla in here. For the longest time, I didn't think there was vanilla. I knew that there was a vanilla scent in here, but for whatever reason, I thought that there was not a vanilla note listed. It's not a basic vanilla note. You get vanilla absolute. You get some rose in there as well. Very, very good fragrance. One thing I think is dumb. A lot of people say this one, like if you look on Fragrantica and you look for reviews for 1 million elixir, people say this smells like Instant Crush. It does not smell like Instant Crush at all. Two very different fragrances. King, I want your reaction to that. 1 million elixir and Instant Crush are two very, very different fragrances. But yeah, very good fragrance. Probably the best 1 million. And then Paris Corner Tiramisu Speculoos. Let's break it down. You get a tiramisu smell. You know, that's a coffee vanilla dessert. Love this one. And Speculoos is a note or an accord that is, it's just like a, something gourmandy. So definitely a gourmand fragrance here. Smells like a tiramisu. Very, very, I mean, high quality for being like a $30, $40 fragrance. Really cool bottle design as well. If you guys want to be able to have something in your collection that, you know, has a cool bottle, stands out, and will make you smell edible, Tiramisu Speculoos is going to be there. Me and you got 1 million elixir and Instant Crush around the same time. Well, no, because we got Instant Crush around the same time. But 1 million elixir, 1 million elixir I got recently. You've had 1 million elixir since like last year, I want to say. I got this one when I did my trade with Brian. Yeah, because I want to say, didn't you get your 1 million elixir? Didn't you order 1 million elixir and Instant Crush at the same time? They smell different. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know. So many people, they're like, this smells just like Instant Crush. This smells just like Instant Crush. And then I was seeing reviews of people being like, this is what Instant Crush should have smelled like. And it's like, why are we talking, what is our obsession with talking about Instant Crush when we're talking about 1 million elixir? Like, they're completely different fragrances. Low Raver, what's going on? What's up, Micah? How's it going? It's going good. How about you, man? Tried Hawas Black. It's good. See, I really want to get Hawas Black. I've heard it's good. I've heard, you know, of course you're going to hear some people be like, oh, it's not good. Don't buy it. But, you know, I enjoy it. Or really do want to try it for myself. I feel like I would enjoy it. You know, I tried some, I've never tried a clone of Hastavat, but I have tried a clone of Aventus Absolute. So, and I liked the clone of Aventus Absolute. So if it's in kind of that vein of fragrances, I think I would enjoy it. Oh yeah, I'm smacked. Around that time you found Ode testers. Yeah, I remember you were sending me pictures. You had like these fucking big ass bags just full of testers. Wait. Oh, you're talking about the actual. You're talking about the actual testers on Joma Shop. King, you remember that one big ass bag of like those little I guess fragrance samples is what I was thinking of. But you remember that big ass bag of those little samples you found? I remember that. I don't know why that popped in my head. Dior Instant 1 million. Oh yeah. I remember, dude. You got all of them, and they all came with caps. Like yeah, like you said, all testers with caps. Rasasi Huas Fire, it's good. I would like to try Huas Fire. I've heard it's good. What? That's kind of like a pineapple-y, what? Aquatic smoky fragrance? I have no clue. Smell like Aventus, more emphasis on the smoky moss, similar to Hashavat, not that much fruity, citrusy. Gotcha, Lo Ray Ray. Do you think it's like very masculine? You think it's not very masculine? What do you think? Because I've heard a lot of people be like, I've heard a lot of people say that like it's way too like it's way too old smelling. Like it smells very like old. I don't know. Yeah, I still got that bag. Gotcha. So we have the 1 million in the fragrance battles right now. It passed through. Not in this fragrance battle, but the next one we do have Legend EDP. Now, I can't promise that one will get passed through to the next round, and I can't promise if they both go to the next round, we can have them matched up. But I am just trying to say, there is a chance. Ordered off Non-Supremacy Collector's Edition, and you'll let me know. Hey, bet, because that's one I've been looking at too. Remember how 40 knots more expensive than if you get the box, same size? Yeah, because I don't know. In some brands, they do that, which I think is so dumb. How it smells, it's coming Saturday. Bet Low Ray Ray. Yeah, Huas Black Masculine, more so on the dry down. Gotcha. Zerzhov got the best presentation. I mean, I'm going to be dead ass with you. I think, yeah, Zerzhov has good presentation. I don't think it's the best presentation known to man. First of all, so Spiro, which, yeah, it's a sister brand of Zerzhov. I like this packaging way more than the Zerzhov packaging. I don't know. Like, yeah, I do think it's nice to kind of have that luxurious Zerzhov packaging, but I don't know. I think it's kind of tacky in the end. I also really enjoy, they're not like this anymore, but the older City Rhythm boxes, this really, really nice, like, I don't know, silky place for your fragrances to sit. I love that. Another super, super good one that I don't see a whole lot of people talking about, which I think, if anything, this one's probably my favorite. It's kind of Zerzhov-esque, but All Haramain's Amber Oud Aqua Dubai has that just beautiful blue color. Yeah, it's a plasticky box, but dude, it's such a nice box. I love that box so much. But yeah, there's the point I'm trying to get across. I think it's a good box, but I think that there are better boxes out there for sure. Zerzhov got that leather. I don't really like I don't know, like I feel like leather stuff is kind of tacky, and I don't like leather within fragrances. I think I just have something against leather in general. Have you heard? Yeah, I've heard about J Dot fragrances. They also have a Janan Sport. I want to say I think that's still from J Dot. Lattafa got some good ones. Lattafa definitely does have some good ones. Fakar Black, it's a pretty decent one. Well, I was just talking about Fakar Black. We have it coming up next in this fragrance battle. Fakar Black, which King, well, I wouldn't say King kind of put me onto this one. I say he did because like he was the first person I ever knew who had Fakar Black and told me to get it. I had seen other people review it, but King was really the person to put me on to Fakar Black, which is a clone of YSLY. Pretty much it just smells like YSLY. Any YSLY will do. Like they all pretty much smell the same. That kind of green apple, tonka bean, woodsy DNA. So Fakar Black, green apple, tonka bean, woodsy, fresh, soapy, clean. Smells like you just got out of the shower. Aqua Dubai. This is cloning Louis Vuitton's Imagination. Has that kind of base, citrusy freshness, very light, slightly powdery, the tiniest bit powdery. This one is kind of more focused on this expanded fruity vibe. You get some pineapple, you get some other kind of citrusy notes, you get some other fruity notes. So just a little bit more expanded on that fruity vibe compared to like Full House or Marwa or something like that, you know? What's a good vanilla cologne that you should get for winter and fall? Oh, hold on, wait, Brock, did you say, okay, $150? I just saved myself 150 bucks. 150 bucks. I mean, I personally love Mancera's Instant Crush. Kind of has that Baccarat Rouge DNA. Hugo Boss, the scent Magnetic. Wait, hold on. That Instant Crush kind of has a vanillic vibe, but not the heaviest vanilla vibe. Hugo Boss, the scent Magnetic. I think that one would be a little bit better. You get a vanilla absolute note in there. Dayron put me on, got you. So Dayron put you on, and then you put me on. What's your favorite Middle Eastern fragrance of all time? Y'all, please respond to Lil Ray Ray in the comments. What's your favorite Middle Eastern fragrance? Mine would be, see, I gotta take a look. Damn, Middle Eastern fragrance. Favorite of all time. Oh, God. I mean, Coconut Lagoon was heavy on my list. I'd probably say, at least this summer, it was Coconut Lagoon. Coconut Lagoon or, I mean, Aqua Dubai. I was wearing this one a lot. Fakar's Why So Why. Yep, that's what I said. You put me on to blue jeans. I did put you on to blue jeans. Speaking of blue jeans, that is one I need to wear. I haven't worn it in a while. It's not because I don't like this fragrance anymore. I truly don't know why I haven't worn that one. Maybe I'll wear it not Monday, Friday or something like that. Hey, what's stronger with you is your go-to or daily driver? Thoughts on Dolce & Gabbana, the one EDP Intense. So the one stronger with you I have is Stronger with You EDT. This is my favorite fragrance of all time. Now, I wouldn't say it's a good daily driver scent. I've heard Stronger with You Freeze is a better kind of year-round scent. But that one's a little hard to find because it's been discontinued. So look up that one. But I don't really think you should be looking into the Stronger with Yous as a daily driver unless you're specifically looking for a daily driver just for the cooler weather. Call one my favorite because it smells like Coquito. What is that? Arabian Oud, Arabian Night, Silver. It's like Aaron Terrence Hughes, Hard Candy, and Percival a Baby. Interesting. I would like to try Hard Candy. I didn't really like Percival that much though. Hugo Boss one, vanilla. So yeah, it's a more masculine fragrance. I don't know. I suppose I have some feminine fragrances in my collection, but yeah, this one it's definitely a more masculine fragrance. You get Maninka, Braun, and that Vanilla Absolute. That's a whole note breakdown. Maninka, it's a fruity note, so it's kind of like fruity, the tiniest bit playful. With that vanilla or with that Braun, that's kind of like an oat note, so it's kind of like oaty, vanillic almost in a sense. And then you get that Vanilla Absolute. So yeah, definitely more of a masculine fragrance. It's a little bit refined. It's great for, whoa, something is leaking. Something is leaking. Something is definitely leaking. Hold on. What is leaking? Better not be this Hugo Boss. Okay, it's not the Hugo Boss. That's good. Because that would be, I don't know, 50 bucks down the drain. Is it Fakar? Is Fakar leaking? Hold on. Yes, it is. It's totally... How'd this get wet? Okay. I thought I don't know if my Fakar is leaking or something, but somehow it got some fragrance on the bottle and all over my hands. But now my hands smell good. Spanish drink like eggnog. Gotcha. My favorite Mont Blanc Legend EDP coming up next. Let's see. Fakar Black won 67% to 33%. Yeah, that was so weird. I don't know. I must have accidentally touched the front of... I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how I would have freaking got Fakar Black all over my hands. I must have just touched the atomizer and got some on my hands and then just touched the bottle from there or something. I truly have no clue how that thing started leaking a little bit. Here we have, come on, I'm literally clicking in this box. Dude, ever since YouTube redid their poll thing, it's so much more sensitive, and I sit there and I'm touching the box so I can start typing, and it's not doing anything. Stronger with You, which I'm just abbreviating SWY. So we have Mont Blanc Legend EDP going up against Stronger with You EDT. Legend EDP, it's woodsy, it's masculine, you get kind of like some peppery vibes, you get a violet leaf note, you get some leather, very good fragrance, and it's great for year-round use. Has that Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce DNA. Stronger With You EDT. You get sage. You get lavender. You get sugar. You get smoke. You get vanilla. It's a very, very good fragrance. Both of these are good. One is better for year-round use. The Legend is better for year-round use. Stronger With You is better for cooler weather. Platinum Fakar is nice also, not the $23 leaking. I mean, at first I was thinking it was my Hugo Boss, which that's like, it's not that bad. It's like $50 for that bottle, but I was like, dude, damn, is my Hugo Boss really leaking right now? Got the 1 million Parfum, 10 ml. Top 3, way too hard to pick. Say top 3, 9 p.m. Rebel, Armaf, Odyssey Aqua, and Offnon. What is SNOI? I have no. Oh, is that Supremacy? Not only intense. Hot take: Stronger With You. OG is the best from the. Hold on, I need to wash my fingers, dude. All I can smell is Fakar Black. Yeah, I'm over here trying to freaking talk to you guys, and all I can smell is Fakar Black just pulsating into my nose. Yeah, I don't know. That's so weird. I hope it's not like leaking. And I hope I just somehow got a little bit all over my hands. But yeah, stronger With You, and then Legend EVP. What is in my head? King, have a good night. Stronger With You OG, best from the line, most versatile, and no one aside from Fragcom wears it. Yeah, and I mean, I think even people that are in Fragcom, they don't even really wear Stronger With You EDT that much. Like, they look at it, and, you know, the max that they'll do is, they'll put it in a video ranking Stronger With Yous. You don't really see a lot of people, like, actively wearing the original Stronger With You. Yeah, it's really good because it still has that Stronger With You DNA. It has the Stronger With You DNA. Like, this is the DNA that started the Stronger With You